Could you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah. Hello, my name is Maite. I'm playing for London GD in London for the UK League, Super League 8. And we played today against Angels. It was the most important game in the league because we are the first one and they win the second one. And if we win today, we have really a good step in the league. So hopefully we won by 11 or 8. I don't remember just now. But we are so happy to play like in the way we have done.
What did you think of the match in particular?
Well, I think we won because of defense. We were doing at the beginning a really tough defense, and we played well in attack. And when we started doing a little bit worse in defense, we realized that we were losing so many balls in attacking as well. So when we changed our mind again and we focus on defense, we keep going with a good job and we recover our score.
Okay. What's the difference between handball in Spain and here, for example?
Well, the most important thing is there we have so many teams, and here maybe we have just in the Super League we have just 8. But it's true that in this league we have really good teams, even if we are not so many. But we are not get used to playing good level because we don't play so many matches. But I'm sure that if we have more teams, we can play much better than usually.
What about quality?
The quality is quite good. I mean, there are so many players from outside the team who we play against them. Today they were from Hungarian. They are Hungarian and they play really good handball. They were really tough in defense and they were playing really good in attack. So it's a good. The quality is good, even if it's not so many teams. But the we have 8 and maybe 5. They can play for be the first one in the league. So it's quite good.
Do you think that the English Handball Association gave enough support to developing handball in this country?
Well, it's different because we are less teams than for example, in Spain we have. But I think they try to develop the league, the handball in the country. So this is a good job from them.
Well, in Spain, I don't know if you're aware, but one of the best teams in the country recently, I think it's Ichaco Reino de Navarra, went bankrupt and was wound up by, liquidated by the High Court. That shows the sort of level of support that is needed. What do you feel about that in terms
It's amazing. I mean, every time I heard something about the Spanish team, I'm more when it's female teams, I'm really proud about our handball there because it's quite good and everyone is a reference. When I just arrived from Spain to London, everyone was so happy that they have a first Spanish in the team. Now we are 2, and now it's another Basconian girl. Catalin and she's doing a great job as well, and we are so proud to help the English handball to improve.
A few years ago, I interviewed Elizabeth Pinedo, and she was saying about what her ambitions were and what she thought was necessary for English handball and British handball to develop. One of the things she did was go to Denmark, and she said she became a better player as a result. Do you think that's necessary?
Well, it depends, because unfortunately in Spain wasn't so much money now and people need to have another job if they want to play in a professional team. So many decide just left, and one option is come to England, but maybe for a professional team, a professional player, it's much better to go to the north or Denmark or this kind of countries. Where the handball is more appropriate.
Sorry about this. Do you mind repeating that? It's just went over it.
Yeah, no problem. So I can repeat again.
Well, the question was about development of handball in Spain, and Eli Pinedo felt she needed to go to Denmark in order to become a better player, and she came back and dominated in Spain. I.e., she's now with Bera, and they seem to be the big team in Spain.
So what I think about the go outside and be like improving and after came back, no?
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Well, it depends. I mean, it's nice to be outside of Spain for a while, but it's true that the level of the league, maybe if you choose like another country, maybe England is not the reference of handball, but if you go to Denmark or something like that, you can have a really good quality, and when you come back, maybe you are the best one of any team. But I mean, Eli Pinedo is a great player, even if he's in everywhere. So it's a different way to improve your level.
Well, she did say, I mean, this was 4 years ago, but she said she hadn't heard of handball in Britain. Is that unfair of her, or is it just a case of handball has developed now?
Maybe the problem is maybe in Spain we don't have so much money for the development, and outside of Spain maybe the federation give more money for this kind of teams. So maybe it's a good choice to go outside and improve outside and after come back.
Okay, I think you misunderstood the question. The question was that she said she hadn't heard of handball in England or Britain at that time. Was that unfair? Should she have heard of it or not really at that time? This is 2011.
Handball before the Olympic Games in England was not so famous. So after the Olympic Games in 2012, start to improve a lot. So here is an option now. Maybe before wasn't. I think now you can be in a really good team here and play and come back to your country and be even much better than before. But by that time, in 2011, maybe it was a little bit earlier. In 2012, I'm sure that the handball improved a lot in this league.
Okay, what do you think needs to be done to develop handball in Britain?
Well, it's always about money, and we need some more supporters to help us because everything here is quite expensive for pay a pitch or something, or even when you have to pay the referees. Or I used to play in Spain and I haven't paid anything at all, and here you have to pay for do what you want. So sometimes it's just about money. So if we can find any supporters to give us a bit of money to improve and to development a bit more, it would be amazing.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, bye.
That's it, thanks.
Sorry for not